Out of the 30 trainees, only...
Hey Dashies, what up? Welcome back. So this is part 4 of my SB19 journey. So I have seen your comments and a lot of you guys told me to check out Cashual Chuck. So I'ma dig deep into SB19's world and let's see this. Let's go!
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies. But I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible. So enjoy.
Okay,
Some
thank you.
people called me out because I credited the Go Up dance choreography to Stel and Kim. They wanted me to only credit Stel. Well, guess what? I was wrong. Because it was all of them who choreographed it.
Sino ba yung main lead ng choreograph? Bakit? Ikaw ba na-choreograph ng adik namin? Hindi. Siyempre, kakapolish ko sa inyo. Nakabisado ko na yung addicts nyo. So,
It was a team effort. Now that we're past that, let's get into the video. This is the timeline that most of us know.
2016.
A timeline that we managed to stitch
30
together using the
trainees.
information we found on the web. The internet is a vast universe.
7 members.
It is so big that there are still tons of information that are just hidden in plain sight. And some of them are just waiting to be discovered.
7? 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 members. SB Ghost.
What if I told you that Pablo, Stel, Josh, and Justin almost debuted with 3 other guys in 2017?
Oh,
Would you
what
believe me?
happened? Wow. Wait. Is this the same agency? Ooh, who's singing? Is that Stel? Wow.
Did Stel just belt the entire bridge? Damn. Their group surely looked and sounded promising, but what exactly happened to the 3 other guys?
before we even became SB19 as a group po, actually, si Stel na iwan siya. Si Stel and Justin na.
Wow.
Lahat kami nag-quit na. Bumalik lang kami dahil nga parang gusto namin pagpapagod sa pangarap namin.
The word quit has a negative connotation, but we have to understand that there are
What-
a lot
why
of
did they
things
quit,
going
though?
on behind that decision. A good
They wanted to pursue their
example
journey?
is the lack of financial income because they didn't even have a salary to begin with.
Mm.
And I'm sure that there are many other valid reasons. Imagine doing the same thing over and over and over again for more than 2 years.
Yeah.
I can only imagine
And
the
they're
state
not
of mind during those
earning
times.
income from this,
So
right?
let's address
While
the
training.
elephant in the room. Who are these guys? And where in the world are they now?
Where is he now? Ooh.
Do you recognize this guy?
Stel?
I'm not talking about shirtless Stel, you guys. I'm talking about this guy,
Okay.
Rafa.
Rafa.
He was supposed to be the group's bass vocalist. After training with Show BT, he moved on
Show
by
BT.
running a K-pop reaction channel on YouTube. He also works as a freelance videographer and is now actively supporting his presidential candidate. He also made an appearance in the emotionally charged video greeting for SB19,
Oh, so he quit and he became a YouTuber
their Our Zone
and
concert.
other things.
After a few test runs, they revamped the group to join the 2017 Pinoy K-pop star. This is when the prototype team was formed.
B-Day. Icon. Oh.
For whatever reason, Rafa was replaced by this guy, Zeno.
Oh, I like the name. Ooh. Wow. Where is this? Wow. Showing the abs.
They did not win in the competition.
Ah, it's a
After
competition.
Zeno's stint with Show BT, he became a member of the OG roster of the K-pop cover group called Zero to Hero. And speaking of OG members, it just
Zero
so
to
happened
Hero.
that C13 of Vision was part of it as well.
Ooh.
It's so mind-blowing how interconnected our idols' lives were, and I'm not even done yet. During my research, I stumbled upon this clip with C13 and Josh on the same stage. Just a fair warning, what you're
C13
about
and
to
Josh?
see will slightly break your heart.
Why? Girls are going crazy. Oh,
I also saw C13 getting tired of his clothes.
ultimate fries. Wow. Sir. What's up with that?
Nananahimik ako sa pagre-research tapos ito yung bubulaga. Anyway, when C13 left the country to work in the US, the remaining Zero to Hero members decided to debut as a P-pop group.
Who's this guy? This is Zeno. So they debuted
I'm
already
sure most
before?
of you didn't know this, but their debut wasn't a success, so they were forced to back out. After the setback, Zeno got into modeling and also pursued his interest in freelance videography. In the
Ooh.
present day, he lives his life privately with a little mix of dancing from time to time.
Oh, so he decided to live a private life.
While all of these things are happening, our boy Ken has been wreaking havoc in the K-pop dance cover world with his group GA7,
Hmm. So he's really a... Yeah, I've read that.
and Amigo
He-
7.
He really started as a dancer, right? Ken. Wow. Ooh.
Sheesh. The next
Wow.
one I'm gonna talk about is this guy, Kurt. Not gonna lie, I sometimes mistook him for Justin because they have a similar frame. Even before his
Similar
training days,
face.
he was already a member of Seon together with Stell and Josh.
Oh.
After training with Show BT, he moved on by teaching dance to students and continued performing with his K-pop cover group called Principium. You can check out their YouTube channel. They still make some awesome K-pop dance covers to this day.
Oh,
Kurt
okay.
presently works as an animator and a digital painter as well.
Okay. So he's now a digital painter and he does K-pop dance covers. K-pop Con 2022. Press hit play.
It wasn't only Pablo who stood there to watch the whole duration of PHP's rehearsal. There was also Stell, Josh, and Justin. It's because they were brothers. The last guy who almost became SB19 happens to be a member of PHP now, and that is JP. This guy, along with Charles and Yukito, were Pablo's mentors because he was the youngest among their PHP dance cover group. They were instrumental in what Pablo has become.
Aww.
The boys also trained in Show BT together, only to see their closest brothers to not make it.
Yukito.
This specific
JP.
moment is very special because we just witnessed the full circle. From Pablo being the youngest to becoming the leader, of SB19. From seeing his brothers struggle so hard to finally seeing their success.
Wow. Brothers for life. He's crying. Wow.
In our lives, there can be moments when you feel like it's easier to give up. Heck, some people in this video even gave
Goes with
up
the
at
color
one
that you
point,
have chosen.
but they came right back with a different perspective. Their past didn't break them, it built them. Yukito was in fact the leader of Zero to Hero that failed in their debut, but that didn't stop him. He came back with a different game plan together with his brothers who also failed with him in the past, and look at where they are now. So if you're watching this video and you are going through tough times, change your perspective. Thank the person who broke up with you because it gave you the opportunity to meet someone better in your
Oh.
life.
Wow,
Thank your
life
boss
lesson.
for firing you because it gave you the opportunity to explore entrepreneurship. Thank your haters because life would be boring without them. Don't be bitter.
Don't be bitter.
Be better.
Be better.
Always choose to be kind.
True.
If you don't do that, you'll just end up as a mere ghost in the past.
Oh. Wow. There's a lot going on, and I can't really sink in a lot of info, but what I can see is they came from different groups, right? Before they came together as SB19, they came from different groups. Moral of the story, just follow your dreams, follow your heart, follow your passion. If you're passionate about something, just do it. Because if you don't do it, if you don't follow your dreams, then who will? Like, will other people do it for you? It's you. It's only you, yourself. You only have yourself. So, yeah, follow your heart. So let's go to episode 1. Sound break. Let's go.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy.
2016. Is this Korean? Oh yeah. What group is this?
This
Called
is called
Triple.
Triple, a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of. They were
Yeah.
formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented.
1994.
In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which would change the entire course of P-pop history.
What?
Do you remember this song?
Oh, so they guess in a Korean show. What show is this? Love this, yeah.
It all started with this man, Jung Song-han.
Gyeong Song.
When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans definitely thought that Song-han's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry.
When
If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too.
Oh, so
But this man's decision was final. He used all of his
I
savings
know those
to build
two. They are the hosts of Korean
an
variety
organizing
shows,
company
right?
called Show BT Entertainment.
Ooh.
Yep, I'm talking about Tatang Robin. Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he
Oh, so he
wanted to
built
organize
Show
K-pop
BT.
concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers, a group of young people that will be part of the package of their service as an event organizer. We are talking
100
about
people who
can
auditioned.
dancing, singing, and even act as servants, like waiting tables and assisting guests. So he held an audition and hundreds of young talents applied. 30 of them passed as trainees. They were then called Nara, which in Korean means country. and is the national tree of the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
They went to multiple events together, including
Nice.
the fan meeting event of the K-pop
Nara.
group called Off-Road.
Are this Filipinos?
After numerous events, Tatang Robin saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers. So he decided to launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training. Out of
Oh.
the 30 trainees, only few have made it.
So they were trained Korean style. Pablo.
Paulo Nase. He always wanted to be a performer. As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP. As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family. He was the first one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have
He's a
critically
Virgo,
acclaimed songwriting
right?
ability, a badass rapper, and was often dubbed as a genius, but he consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He debuted with the name Sejun, but later changed his name to Pablo. Now that
But
the methodical leader is
Why Sejun though? Why did he choose the name Sejun?
chosen, they needed more members. Tatang Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone who can dance. And this next guy is exactly that. And even more.
Stelvester.
Stelvester Ahero. He was only 16 when he started competing as a dancer while studying.
Yeah, the
He was a
dancer
born
and the
winner
singer.
despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world. He did a great job channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it
Wow,
with winning multiple
dancer.
K-pop dance cover
Seo.
competitions with his group Seon. He is also a hard worker. He
They
was
won
teaching
7
dance to
championships,
kids
right?
while competing. There was a point when he worked too hard that it threatened his life due to poor health. He is a very skilled choreographer. In
Whoa.
fact, he's the main culprit behind most of SB19's snappy and amazingly
he's the main
synchronized dance
choreographer.
routines. But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent. He
Singing.
easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just
Ooh. He can dance, he can sing.
out of this world. He debuted as Stel, the main vocalist, the lead dancer, and choreographer of the group.
Josh Cullen.
Josh Cullen Santos
Josh
became
Cullen.
homeless at the age of 16, and it was his decision. He's
Homeless.
had the worst childhood
Whoa.
among the other members. From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny. At an early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. He experienced getting evicted from apartments to smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt. They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he took matters into his own hands by leaving. He became independent and started working as an
Wow.
internet cafe attendant. Using his own income, he took the alternative learning system
He likes G-Dragon, Big Bang.
and was able to finish his high school degree.
Wow.
Clearly had no
ALS.
background in performing. Not until he met new friends from the dance community, which led to him meeting Stel
So
and
cute.
Seya.
Oh.
They became co-members.
They were
and
so
went
young
on
back
to win
then.
numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia. They even met BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea.
Wow.
Anyway, Josh was saved by Stel after trying so hard
Wow.
to save himself. And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead rapper and dancer of the group.
Good for him because he didn't give up, right? Despite having a hard time growing up. Good for him.
Justin DeJoss didn't have to audition. Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a
Immediately?
trainee to improve his singing and dancing skills. He was one of the late joiners, and when he did, he
The
immediately
visual.
saw a familiar face in Josh.
You look familiar.
Apparently, the two had a stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group called Zero to Hero. So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band superstar show, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions.
What?
Perhaps it was fate. He didn't have great singing skills at the time. It was only when he became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which
multimedia
earned him a
arts,
skill
yeah.
in filmmaking. He then got selected to debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist, and the creative director of the group.
Oh,
He
creative
was
director.
the would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop music video, What? And
What?
But that's a story for another video. At this point, Show BT seemed to have completed
These guys are not just idols, they're also
4
geniuses.
members in a P-pop group, a nice even number. 2 rappers and 2 vocalists. They were perfectly balanced, but they felt like something was missing. Perhaps someone was missing. Someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted that he could stand out in the presence of the already talented group of young artists. This venture that Tatang Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions.
Online
When Josh heard
auditions.
about it, he was like, I know a guy. Philip
Philip.
John Suson is such a specimen. He was so naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park for him. He grew up in a church under the care of his grandparents. He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in
Wow,
school. Nobody
cartoonist.
taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just listening to the music, so he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but he later fixed it as he learned more. He didn't even know that he could dance
plays
until
guitar.
he was forced to in order to get
He
good
was
grades
forced
during
to.
the school intrams. After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly.
Wow.
Because of his raw talent, he
Whoa.
ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called
Wow.
Amigo 7. Apparently, his group gave Josh's group so much trouble during their early competitions because they were very good rivals. So he decided to recruit him. But
Are
Philip
you
was
open-minded?
hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket.
Wow.
With nothing else to lose, Philip went
Wow,
and
Josh.
left his previous life in the countryside. He then trained with the boys and officially debuted with them as Cam,
Wow.
the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group. One thing to note is that
Deep
they were an
voice.
unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group in Korea. Justin
True.
failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother to audition again because he thought he wasn't ready. And Josh wouldn't have attempted to recruit Ken if Show BT's training program didn't even exist.
True.
And
True.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect. When a small and seemingly insignificant occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event, or as Google would put it, a phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have a large effect
Ooh.
elsewhere. Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop Kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63.
Oh,
So
also
8
that?
plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 is 19.
Oh.
SB doesn't only mean Show BT. It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music industry, which is fearlessly
Wow.
represented by this phrase. SOUNDBREAK.
Oh. So the word SB stands for SOUNDBREAK. 19 is the area code of Korea and Philippines. Oh. Wow. So today I learned a new info that SB19 was formed by a Korean performer and he built Show BT. SB19 was carefully handpicked, right? All of them, each of them having a unique contribution to SB19. There's a cartoonist, there's a video director, composer, lead choreographer, singer, dancer, main dancer, rapper, right? All of them have their own contributions in SB19. As what I've said a while back, they're just not idols, but they're also geniuses, right? So much talent in this group. So much brains and so much talent in this group. Day by day, I'm getting blown away by the info that I'm gathering about them. So yeah, I'm speechless. That's it for today, guys, and thank you for hanging around. If you have any comments, suggestions, drop them down below. I'm reading each and every one of your comments. And thank you for subscribing. Subscribe to my channel and see you on the next episodes. Bye bye. See you.